All right, so Lase actually started performing quite okay. I was not expecting this at first when I first tuned into this ticker. Good till cancel 1,000 shares. Let's keep watching it here. It's got a lot of resistance right around this 2.5 zone, so this is really the key spot to be watching. We're using that as a retest right now. I'm going to see if I can get a small entry here. Let's see. Probably it's going to break over 270, I think, right here. Very small size right now. Just watching. I want to see this one pull back higher. Still waiting, still waiting. Healthy ticker though. Good volume. Watching the 60 zone. Going for that move. I want to see a move over 270. Cutting some size there. Just want to see that pop. Here we go. There we go. And let's go. Stalled out there a little bit, huh? A bit unfortunate. I was hoping we'd see a bit more of a push. A little weaker than I was hoping for sure, for sure. I thought we were going to see a push over 270. So I can't get overly aggressive again like I was yesterday. That did not pay off, unfortunately. Anyway, good morning, guys. Welcome back. Happy to see. Well, wait, hold on one second. Happy to see everyone in the Discord, on YouTube. It's tuning in right now. LASE holding this support zone. Again, I'm kind of waiting here for a bit more of a retest, but we'll see what happens. This is critical support that came in. Volume was actually quite all right. 30% move. It's only up 40% so far right now. I like that catalyst, some government contract order. Re-entry here at 57. Looking for that move again over 270. We're on a front side still. Everything looking healthy. A little bit high in the sell volume there for sure. New minute. Taking profits quickly just because it seems like these tickers aren't able to hold out again. Very small. Kevin, how come you say the same thing every day? Are you a bot? Boom, there's the breakout over 270. Volume's actually quite all right. Question is, can we hold here? And where's the next resistance zone? So it actually closed high, so that's actually a really good sign. Let's go into the 4 hour really fast. So 3, oops, wrong. 3 is a key zone to keep an eye on. And right around here at like 285, seems like we have a few tops in this area I want to keep an eye on as well. A little top heavy at the moment. Possible break here at 270. Yeah, there's those sellers. You see that 104? New minute. Let's see how it behaves. Support around 260s. I wasn't able to sell off much more. A little bit of scalpy trading. Looking to get a little bit more size here. Looking for a bit more of a pullback. $66 acting as pretty okay support for right now. Maybe it's gonna sell off a little bit more. I'm not sure if I'll get filled. I'm not sure if I'll leave my entry either. Just kind of closely watching this one. $63 getting chipped. Let's see how much lower it goes. Long at 63, looking for this support to hold, looking for a move over to 80. New 5 minute and 1 minute. Cutting. Possible re-entry. Nope, didn't hold. Sell volume faded here, re-entry. Still didn't hold, cut again. Okay, had two small red trades there. Was up 150, gave back. That's fine. Usually I like when my last trades are red, it means I'm still pushing it. It sucks when a ticker keeps running and you're not trading it because of whatever reason. So that's why I want to keep trading. I'll just be really quick to cut losses here. So I think I did pretty good on that one. Obviously, it might bounce a little bit higher here and so on and so forth. So maybe I'm leaving profits on the, or I could have had a better exit if I held. All that stuff doesn't really matter though. Apdn is like a perfect first stare right now. Are you guys seeing Apdn? Look at this. Let's go to the 5 minute just really quick. Look at this. Perfect first stare. Broop, broop. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm going to kind of box this one in a little bit with alerts and see if it breaks down. Be a good one to follow. Yeah, LASE. That's sad, sad ending on this ticker. I had higher hopes for it. Okay, Kevin. Fair enough. Yeah, I usually ask that question too. Back in the day. But only every now and then. Well, good to know you're not a bot. I was like, it's like the same message every morning. I was getting worried there for a second. Unfortunately, LASE did die out. We'll see what happens. For now, it's a bit of a no trade ticker. I'm kind of wondering if it might even be worth trading DICE. Kind of interesting here. Massive spread on this ticker, and that's usually the case with these higher price stocks. It is on a little bit of an uptrend. I didn't like the volume at first, but it is looking more promising. So DICE right now is at 39, almost at $40. We got critical zones around 25, and we had an all-time high here at 40. Some interesting zones around 35. So let's just look at those really key $5 and $10 zones for now. Having a bigger pullback here, big sell volume. $40 really the spot to be breaking. See if we can get a low entry on this one. Very small position size for now. That's quite a bit of a sell volume here. Could have maybe jumped on this one a bit sooner. Removing order for now. New high. Let's see if we can break 40. Boom, there we go. All-time high at 40.50, and I think we're about to break that. Watching. Seeing if we can get a pullback entry. 40, 42, really solid actually. Up 60%. Seeing if we can get a low entry here. First entry. Again, smaller position size for now. Entry at 41.62. Looking for that move towards $5. See if we can take some profits here. Just because the spread is so big, it's a little bit of a wishy-washy ticker so far. Again, very small size. Two big red volume candles. It's not exactly ideal in this situation. I do like the big support around 40 though. Still holding this really significant $40 zone. 5-minute big time support there. It's really good to see this area hold. See how the 5-minute closed here and we're actually holding that? It's a very, very bullish sign. Still a little bit of resistance going on here. So I'm going to see if we can take some profits with the intent of rebuying. Really good support though on the 5-minute. Like to see that. We could see a move over at 43. Unfortunately, my entry wasn't that great. I thought we were going to keep ripping here. So far pulling back. If we can hold this $5 zone, I think that could be a really strong sign for DICE. I mean this 5-minute close around 40. New high. Boom. Look at this one taking off. That's really nice to see that again. That 5-minute, how we held that 5-minute zone that close there is a really bullish sign. I probably should have got a bit more aggressive on that. $43. I'm not a crazy fan of the big 1 minute sell volumes. Those are throwing me off a little bit. It's quite unusual to see that. But it seems like it is grinding higher. Typically, you don't want to be buying too high on a grinding ticker. That was pretty much my mistake all yesterday. So I'm just being a little bit more reserved today. 44. Definitely a little bit of a grinder here. So yeah, again, not buying high on these grinding tickers, I think is the way to go. Typically, I would be buying high because this is a 5 minute breakout and it's a 1 minute breakout as well. So typically, this is in a hotter market. I'd be getting pretty aggressive right now. $43, pulling back. $42. Possible entries are anywhere above the 9 EMA, depending how fast it moves there. If it's a really nice quick pullback, I'd like to get aggressive quicker. Otherwise, I'd probably keep removing my limit order. Already zoomed out 1 decimal place. Oh wow, those were some big sellers there that just popped up. Support did hold. Could have been just a spoof. I'd be nervous buying on 43 just because the percent change on this ticker is quite high. So if you're buying on 43, you know, you're risking 50 cents a share very quickly. Boom, just like that, 42.50. See that? So we just went long 42.50. Feel way more comfortable down here. Let's see if we can find a little bit support and then a bounce back towards 45. That's what I'm looking for. Still pulling back here. So even I was too aggressive. It went down another 50 cents a share. I'm going to close at 42. Let's see how well this holds. Looks like it did hold. So I gave back on that one. Removing limit order for now. First 30 seconds held. That's usually quite a bullish sign. Yeah, unfortunately I gave back on this one. I tried to be patient enough for the break at 43. It did break, dropped the 50 cents. That's kind of what I was looking for. Still a hair too soon though. So let's see if we can get another entry here below 42. Moving limit order for now. Just kind of curious how this one's going to behave. The overall price action in terms of the volume really are throwing me off quite a bit. That's a lot of sell volume on this kind of ticker. Not sure how well that's gonna end up holding here. Maybe it's gonna rip through 45, but this is just not my kind of go-to setup. Nice bounce so far. So I would have been up a little bit, maybe $40, $50 at this point if I just held. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have we're uploading videos on, what are we doing? TikTok, Instagram Reels, and Facebook videos. But I gotta update a few things. So I finally have TikTok on my phone to check out what we're doing. To be honest, it's a lot. So I need to quickly make some edits here. The thing I really don't like about TikTok is the second you open it, it plays a video. It's like, I'm just trying to make an edit to my account. I don't really feel anything is super interesting right now, so I guess I'll go ahead and wait until we see a little bit more action from something. I had higher hopes for DICE, but that volume is just nasty. I'm watching DICE. Wow, what just happened to coin? Coin just went up 5% in a second. Let's quickly go to coin. I know my screen's not sharing. Let me share it right now. Whoa, 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 coin. What's going on here? New price target. That's not really anything interesting. This is very unusual. Very unusual. Might have to get back in on this one. Let's see how it maintains. DICE worth watching. Good little breakout here over 44. Then had a nice 7% move, now pulling back again. Lase also back above VWAP, so possible to trade, but it's just very low volume, so it's not so interesting for me. Let's see what happens. I would actually really like to know the reason for that. Finviz coin, nothing showing on TOS that warrants this kind of move. 6 a.m. the crypto is worth no more than pet rocks. What's going on? Why sudden bump? This is what I was wondering. Yeah, I was actually really shocked here as well. Everything crypto is down, but something's holding this thing up. Something is definitely holding coin up. I just don't know what. Wow, it did hold very strong on a red day. Not really seeing any news here for this thing to be popping so much. Very unusual, very unusual. Just had it went from 66 to 73. We're talking about 10%, which is insane for a large cap. And most of that happened in just 1 minute. So I'm not really sure what's going on with this ticker. I don't see any news. I saw the craziest video this morning. Well, I've seen so many crazy videos with Ukraine. I just saw one video that was kind of crazy to me because there was a big explosion. Oh wow, that is reckless. There was another video and it was on a bridge. And I was on that bridge just a few years ago walking over it. It was pretty insane. It wasn't this bridge, it was this one. I was walking here on this bridge just a few years ago. This is a really nice area. It's kind of like a skywalk bridge. Apparently it's brand new, but I guess it's gonna have to have some repairs now. DICE holding here well, can't complain about that. Coin also holding really well. Had a pullback, pop right back up again. Honestly, it might be worth doing a few trades on coin. This is very unusual. Let's see some other large caps really aren't doing the same trade. Wow, look how much Coinbase has sold. Not Coinbase, Tesla has sold off. Absolutely traumatizing. Finding a lot of support around 220, where in the past, this zone was a little bit of a bottom here for these earlier plays. So let's just go ahead and mark this zone right around like 205. Yeah, so I think we got a little bit more ways to go down here. We already went to 219. I wouldn't be buying on this trend yet, but I think somewhere in this area you could probably get a little bit of a dead cat bounce at best, or at worst. So we'll keep an eye on that. A lot of weird stuff happening. So far, I've only had a few trades on DICE and then some small trades on LASE. I'm up about $100 right now, nothing crazy. Haven't really been able to start sizing into anything yet. So I'm just, calm and collected, waiting for that good setup. Hopefully we get one. Hopefully. But again, right now everything is still a little bit slow. I hope you guys like the fact that I held the video out yesterday a little bit longer. Gave some people time to, watch the playback, the live stream. But once I start recording the new live stream the following day, I'm going to start unlisting it again. If you want to see the full archive, you can just go to tradejournal.co/Winkler. And I also have all my lessons, reviews, analysis, watch lists, and so on there as well. Still waiting. Best to walk away sometimes. Don't want to overtrade. Dice is just trying so hard to give it to us, and I just don't know if I want to take it. There it goes, new high at 48. Blue skies, can't deny that. Volume is very, very low. Makes me a bit more uncomfortable. Had a really nice rally here. I missed this one. I was away from computer. Also, I literally am away from the computer most of the time. I just walk away. I don't want to stare at usually this kind of price action, or it makes me a bit nervous. Let's see here. Let's keep watching this one though. Holding. It's holding 48. Bit of a doji indecision candle. Let's see if we can get an entry here. A low 47 or high 47, low 48. Bounce back up again. Has a crazy wicked spread, so I'm just trying to keep that in mind. Move down limit order. Seeing if this 78 zone holds. I think it will. I like the overall little flag that it's giving us here. I do know though, in this market, you want to be careful with the grinders. They tend to have these pretty long pullbacks that sometimes get you in trouble. I know they've been getting me in a lot of trouble. I'd rather miss the move than get a bad entry. So if I totally miss DICE, I'm totally fine with that. John's wondering about XELA. You know, with XELA, we've traded this ticker in the past so many times. It's a sub dollar right now. I'm not sure if I'm interested in trading something like this. Maybe you can hold it and hope for something, but it's not really my trading style. Nice break there. Gotta give it to it. Quick pullback. I was hoping I can get a fill there on that pullback. I don't have that much ambition buying too high on these stickers. So I had the right idea, but I didn't get super aggressive around the 48. Usually I'd be buying high into the move like this, but again, that's how I dug myself in a hole yesterday. Just this lack of continuation on these tickers. Yeah, see, instantly pulling back. So just like that, you know, I would have been down 3, 4, 5%. So these grinder tickers, especially the higher priced ones with huge spreads, they're just so easy to give back tons of profit on. So if I miss them, trying to get my low entry, totally fine with that. $8.20 here. What are we? Maybe we should just look at some memes here shortly. Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi has purchased 10,000 shares of Apdn, the maker of a drug used to treat radiation sickness. The drug was purchased in large quantities by the U.S. government. I have no idea if this is true or not, but I gotta say, you know, the fact that Nancy Pelosi is like actively managing her portfolios with insider information is ridiculous. How do I short a Cadillac? Yeah, that looks really stressful. Yeah. Oh, have you guys heard this one? This is good.
There's only 55 million in my account, so I hatched a plan to get a larger amount. This was a crash.
What else did he got here? That was a hash. Rehash. It's never a good position to be in here, this one, but I think we've all done it at least once. Yeah, let's actually look at PayPal. Sometimes it's kind of interesting to see how this ticker is behaving after all that bad publicity. This one got so much bad publicity. That was basically coming out over the weekend, and then they sold off quite sharply. They found a little bit of bottom around 84, and they did crack that slightly. I mean, these are all pretty big red zones for PYPL, but I wouldn't say it sold off like massively different than some of these other tickers. I mean, a lot of NASDAQ tickers are just getting crushed right now, so it's also not like a crazy amount that they're being sold off on. '22 has probably been one of the trickiest years to trade. It's just been so slow, and then when something does pop up, it usually dies off super quick as well. So it's just extremely frustrating trading conditions. Mason calling out Aprn. It's already got 1,000 shares or 75,000 shares of traded volume. That's actually, in this market, it's really not too bad. $3 big time resistance. Let's actually keep watching this one. Kind of a good call out here. Also, Imux worth watching as well. I was thinking maybe Apdn from yesterday too, but it did break that critical support zone roughly around 2 after it flagged out. The question is, can we hold this 5-minute setup here? Some buyers coming in. It's a little slow here to make me want to buy it though, I'm not gonna lie. It's 278. Yeah, that resistance there is holding up. See, it's still pulling back. 75 holding now. And bounce right back up. That's a good sign. Possible break here at 280. This ticker's up only 16%. That's really not so much. Back to 75. 5 minutes okay. It's not necessarily extended. Let's see how it holds here. This is really the moment of truth. Held again at 75. It's a good sign. Possible break at 280. Let's see how quick it moves here. If it does break 275, finally chipping away at it a little bit more. Wow, that was okay. Coming right back. Let's see if we can get a small size on this one. I'm not sure if I want to trade it too aggressively. Ideally, I want to do 4,000 shares, but not yet. Looking for a move over 280. I like the fact that it did break, but it actually ended up holding right away. It's usually a good sign. So I'm looking for that move. Bought a little bit higher here, looking for that break of 76. And then ideally into the 280. of stalled out there a bit. Selling some size. I would have really expected a little bit more of a quick move. Stopping out there. The world's slowest market at the moment. Had potential. Maybe it's going to still keep moving. I mean, there's no reason not to watch it. But, you know, these tickers, they'll take your pocket change until you hit a max loss. That's literally what happened to me yesterday. So I'm trying really hard not to get suckered into them again. Also, just in general, Mondays are my worst performing days. So if I could just honestly start getting like even up 2% based on my average position size and call it right there on Mondays specifically, might actually be the way to go. Corey's calling out Peggy. Oh, God forbid. Yeah, it's still trying here. Unfortunately. I don't like when these tickers last too long because they take a lot of the volume. They make a little bit of indecisiveness. I'm just not really sure how long it's gonna keep distracting other traders for. Oops, sorry. I'm really curious to know what happened with coin because this ticker just rocketed like 10% and then it just totally stalled out. Very unusual, very confusing, and there's no news to back it up. So this happened around 7:50, 8 o'clock. Oh, now the news comes out. So this news was not here when I was watching it initially. So it updated with a timestamp, but it wasn't actually there at 8 o'clock. Very weird. Google picks Coinbase to take cloud payments with crypto. Very nice. This is exactly why I've been so bullish on Coinbase and building up a position on Coinbase. And it's because they're building the AWS, Amazon Web Services, the whole entire framework, but for Web 3.0. That's why I've been so bullish on it. I could care less about their trading activities. It's not a good trading platform at all. I've used it for many years. But that's not why I'm bullish on coin. So it looks like if we start seeing some sell-offs, maybe that could be a really good entry for another swing trade. I feel like just in general, anything in the 60s, like mid 60s, is just generally like a good price. I was kind of hoping that we would teeter in this area a little bit longer and maybe have a false breakout here and then pop right back higher. I was looking for something like that, where I have a bit of a confirmation that we're going to see a little bit more support and then jump back in it. So, you know, maybe that would have happened if the news didn't come out, but I feel like at this point, that's some pretty serious news. That's a huge contract. So I would actually look into getting back long on coin. And what I would probably do is just start using smaller share size, like 150, and then start scaling into that to get to like $20,000 or something like that, maybe 30,000. And then with the intention to hold longer. Obviously, if it's, you know, has a huge 100% rally, I would probably end up closing because this is all in my IRA account anyway, so I don't have to think so much about taxes. But probably end up closing it with the intent of rebuying it just in case it has these explosive moves. That's what I did last time. We had this, had a big explosive pop. I bought the pullback, and then I just basically wrote this whole thing up. And took profits just because, you know, this was like 20% in a very short period of time. So we'll see what I do with coin again, but I would like to get maybe a little bit of a lower entry on this one, but I'm not sure if it will really pull back that much more. That's a really good catalyst. But then again, the market is just really not stable right now, and there's a lot of fear in the market. So anything's possible. LASE back at it again. Nice little breakout there. 5 minute nice breakout, 1 minute move. Volume is there as well. It's 8:30. Whoa, IMUX, guys, IMUX. It fell off a cliff and literally reversed gravity in the same like 2 minutes. I literally was just about to take IMUX off my chart. I saw it and I was like, this is game over. Because if you look at the 5 minute on IMUX, and you know when I saw this huge crack here, I was like, we had something similar in this area, but I mean this was the 180 SMA, so this is a huge trend line it broke. Now it's in a straight doji candle. Not really that much volume, but it's over 50,000, which in this market is actually pretty okay. So there's that. I'm not in love with anything we're seeing right now. I think there's definitely some scalp potential. And look at the volume on LASE. I mean, it's pretty okay. The volume and the orders really filling up. LASE's trying. All right, it's definitely in play. It's a bit of a grinder though. Keep that in mind. So you don't want to buy too high on these ranges. Technically it's on a front side, but I feel like it's more of like a front side range. Big resistance, probably around before this break of 2.8 obviously, but here in this kind of topping zone around 269, 270. There we go. Going small size here. Let's see if we can get filled. So far, so good. Buying low, getting a little scalpy right now. Just trying to get a feel for this ticker, to feel how the order book flows. A little bit weaker on that pop than one would hope for, but kind of expected. Had an entry at 65 originally. SPY still crawling higher. Oh my god. Come on, Tiggers. Give us something to sink our teeth into. New high there, still trending. I did not think it was gonna keep moving without pulling back a little bit further. There she goes. There's that dip that was just waiting to catch everyone in on. 34, 67 bouncing back up. Whoa. Try to get an entry there at 66. Didn't get filled all the way. Could have been a nice, I don't know, $30, $40 profit if I got my 2K. But I'm not trying to hold this one. I'm not betting on continuation with LASE. Volume's there, the MACD's kind of there. 5 minutes, eh. I think one of the biggest things LASE actually has going for it is the fact that, well, actually the contract is really nice, the news, and then number two is the fact that nothing else is moving. But I think if something else was moving, I feel like people might vacate LASE very quickly, or it's just going to be, you know, the best winner. But right now it's a real grinder, and they make me nervous. Oh my god. Oh, she's moving again. She's doing it, boys. She's trying to get us on board. The grind life continues. New high possible incoming. Here we go. There's definitely buyers there at 270. It's a good sign. I'm never crazy about these ranging pullback entries unless they're really, really quick, and then I'll start buying into the breakout. But these kind of where they kind of stall out a little bit and then they're not really on a new front side, they kind of make me a bit nervous. Here we go. There's definitely nice orders that are always lining up here though. The buyers are chasing this one up right now. You can feel it. There's that potential break. I think it needs to go 1 cent higher, and then we have a new high. 73 getting shipped. Here we go. We see 74. I mean, that's pretty much a breakout. I'm still struggling though. A lot of sell volume here. This closed lower. No bueno. $69 holding for now. Possible entry at 67 if it's quick. I don't really think it's gonna happen though. I think you'd have to be buying higher right now. Yeah. It's actually what I want to see. I just find it too risky to be trading in this area just because it's a grinder. So I'd want to see, or if I got an entry, I would like to be lower, else I just can't really risk it. Pew pew pew. I found the best peanut butter. It is so good. I think I'm gonna have to bring it over here. Okay, next time I go to the kitchen, which will probably be very soon, I'll make sure to grab it because, whew. You know what? Actually, I think I even tweeted about it. Hold on, let me check my Twitter. I'm always on the hunt for the best peanut butter. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yep. So I don't know if you guys know this one right here. Wait, this one right here. Whole Earth crunchy peanut butter. It's like 1,000 times better than this one. And there's nothing in it except peanuts with the shell and crushed. And it's like a little crunchier. Well, not like the shell, but like the lighter, thinner brown one. Oof. And I think there's like 1% salt. And I think that's what does it as well. So there's a bit of salt in there that turns the crackhead out of all of us, or brings the crackhead out. That's really what it is. Look at coin getting more and more sexy right around here. I was kind of hoping we'd get a little bit of a pullback. Let's see how this one, or let's see where this one finds a bottom. Another option would be to start, accumulating if we start getting into some bigger support zones. It is always a little bit annoying when you just stop out of a ticker and then it starts, rallying up. But at the same time, I've kind of gotten used to just like, you got to stop out, when you got to stop out and then re-enter. Also, it's good to remember that this was an accidental trade. I already talked about this on Monday. It was leftover limit order. Happened to me maybe like 4 times in my whole trading career in the last 3 years, but it was pretty embarrassing. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. And something is loading here. The Wall Street bets. Okay, yeah, I gotta get out of this stuff. It's time to focus. There's been so much news about pumpkins going on lately. Nine o'clock. Let's see if we get any sort of news that drops. Scanner's not really changing much. Still dice at 84%, but it's right above VWAP, kind of getting a little hairy. Forge, which is basically, I think, I don't know, an acquisition or something. I don't know. It's basically topped out at this area. It's going flat, so not interesting. We have Lase as well, which is probably the most interesting at the moment. But it is a grinder ticker, so it's just been a little tricky to actually want to trade. Isn't talking about the peanut butter. If I think food products are better quality than North America. I'm not even sure what you mean by that statement, to be honest. I was still recording myself trading without streaming, I think today I'd be at like 20 minutes of recording myself, because I would usually pause it when I'm no longer trading, which is maybe actually less, maybe like 15 minutes, which is very little. Like a good pre-market, I would stop at like 50 minutes of trading recording. So I really don't feel like we're getting, we've really been getting skunked lately pre-market. So far, I basically told myself, like, I'm not going to start recording pre-market until I start trading. And that's kind of what happened with Lase. It popped up and I started taking some trades on it right around 7. So I did a few trades. They're just not popping up right now. And that's why I started streaming. But, you know, if we don't get any action until like 8, then I probably won't start streaming until 8. So just a little heads up. But, you know, as long as there's action, I'm going to be streaming. Oh, Mason's saying then in Germany they have higher quality foods. Yeah, the spread I think is less in Germany. So like you like maybe in America you'll have like the best of something, just like with healthcare as well. But like on average, whatever you buy in Europe and Germany specifically, it typically just has a higher baseline because there's just more regulations in place that don't allow for really shitty products. I mean, you still have tons of crap here for sure, especially like when it comes to like disposable plastic stuff, like, you know, like a button that doesn't work or something. But just on average, I think, especially with food, like if you're buying meat or something, or if you're buying an apple, you don't have to be super terrified that there's like some deadly chemical on it, because those things are just not allowed here on average. I still try to buy organic and stuff though. Everyone's butt is puckered for Thursday morning. Oh man. Yeah, we got the, that's actually a good point you're making here. So Thursday morning we have the inflation. Let me actually take a screenshot of this and send in the Discord. This is, I think, what's been making trading so difficult. Like, in a normal market, everyone's not about to get a heart attack every 5 seconds because, or 5 days because of CPI coming out, some other housing index coming out. Like, you could really see the small caps just being totally overwhelmed. So Thursday at 8:30 a.m., it's going to be probably a little bit messy, more large cap trading. Oh, damn, that's a deep hole, Cash Grinder. I don't know how people feel comfortable with doing stuff like that. Jumping into a giant hole. Let's get this screen away. Let's see. I'm still watching all of our tickers, Lase, DICE. I'm watching the SPY, watching Coin, Apdn, Imux. Those are the tickers I have on my second screen. Nothing's really giving me so much of a buy indicator right now, so I'm just kind of hanging out. At this point, I typically do start watching the screen. I don't leave as much because sometimes you get those, you know, 9:05 news drops. Boom, ticker starts running. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. And if we don't have anything by like 9:20, then sometimes I'll leave for a while because then I'm just like, all right, well, let me just chill for like 5 minutes before the market opens. I had a really good workout today. I did core. It was just really nice. It was long too. Usually I only work out for like 20-25 minutes of actual workout. I'll be at the park for like maybe 40 minutes. But today I was at the park for like over an hour and I had like a solid like 30 plus 40 minutes of actual workout. It was pretty serious. AMV popping up. All right, 20,000 shares being traded, very low volume, higher price ticker. But you know, every time you see one higher price ticker like DICE, you get another one like AMV. Let's see here. Fred saying, you the man. Because of my workouts. Anyone can work out. But I appreciate it. I hope you guys all work out. It's imperative to keep your sanity. Let's see. 28. Bigger resistance around 28 for sure. Had some bottoms and tops in that area. Oops. What are we gonna get? I wanna see a trade. Now, I was studying my trading yesterday. I was rewatching this video, the stream, like I always do, and I was really analyzing. And man, I dropped the ball hard. On SOBR. SOBR gave us an absolutely beautiful open, and I did not trade it. And obviously, the big reason for that is I said it right away. I even said it before the market opened. I was like, I'm going to mess this, whatever happens. I was basically like, this is going to be messy because I'm going to hesitate because I'm near my max loss. And that's basically what happened. And then I did some, you know, sketchier trading over here, and then I just dug myself even deeper hole, and then I pretty much stopped trading. So hopefully nothing like that happens today. Luckily today I actually have a bit of a buffer, but barely anything. LASE back at it again. Yo, this ticker is gonna make me go loco. I like Cash Grinder's answer to Omar. Omar was wondering if Cash Grinder's filling in for Colby because Cash Grinder was posting pictures of like Fed stuff. Cash Grinder says nobody can do that. All right, LASC back at it again. 1,000 shares here. Let's see. We're looking for a break of 75. Not long yet. Good 5-minute breakout. 917. Pull back there. Let's see if we can get an entry here. Sell some more sellers coming in at 71. I'm not sure if, let's see how strong they are though. They might get bought into really quick. Yep. Starting to size here. Still very small position size. Looking for that move into 75. That's what I'm looking for. Bought around the 9 EMA. Average at 685. LASC's up 43%, so that's really good. Still selling pressure coming in really hot right now. So you want to be really careful with these tickers. Stopped out. 65 I stopped out. Luckily not the worst, but not the best either. It was a big pullback. Gave back half profits on LASC. Although I barely have any profits. I'm basically up not even a base hit. So it's not really the end of the world. I actually looked pretty good there on LASC. I'm kind of surprised that it failed so hard. So it looks like 65 found some new support. That's good to see. But a little disappointing as well. Back at 67. Yeah, pullbacks they have been death lately. It's like the second a ticker pulls back, it's pretty much just done for. At least in the short term. I hope coin keeps selling off. I really think at this point, if it has a big pullback, things can get really nice for good long-term entries. Not bad. 921. Wow, that was a real letdown with LASE. Now it's crawling back up again, but man, those kind of moves just are exhausting. They really suck the energy right out of you. I could see this one crawling back up and then getting into the 75 territory. All of the lights. All of the lights. It's a waiting game. So we got bad and good news. Bad news is LASE took off after I cut my losses on it, and then good news is coin is pulling back. I think coin can be an amazing entry if this one has a morning panic, so that's what I'm going to be looking for as well. Let's see here. Time of force day, 1,000 shares ready to go. We'll start by sorting for dollar volume, and I'll change this one to gainers at the open. So we'll see what happens. BG. Yes, I am. Good to see you again, man. Little different style than last time. Last time I was only trading from like, what, 9:15 to like 10 or something I would stream, sometimes a little bit longer. This time I'm pretty much just streaming when I'm trading, and that's it. So I oftentimes walk away for a bit just because it's longer periods of time. We're talking like 3 hours usually total, which is quite heavy, but I don't really notice it when I walk away. Otherwise, I think I'd be like, my head would start going crazy. All right, guys, good luck, everyone. Another 2 minutes, 20 seconds before the market opens. Calm, collected, relaxed. But if we see a good setup, we got to get aggressive and jump on it. Don't hesitate. Coin, giving back all of those gains. This might actually sell off more than it was before the news, because now people are going to start stopping out. This is having a ridiculous sell-off right now. I'm going to pull it up just for reference in case anyone ever comes back and just wants to know what's going on. So Coin just had a big announcement here at 8 o'clock that Google was going to start using them for Web3 services, and they just shot up 8%, and then now they're right back to where they started. So let's see how well this area holds. Again, if it keeps selling off, I would actually love to start sizing into this one long term. For the open, I'm going to be watching DICE, but most likely I'm going to be more focused on LASE. I also am watching IMUX on my second screen, and Apdn, both of which are kind of basing out a little bit. Maybe we're going to have another run on them, but nothing absolutely beautiful at the moment. Baby Jesus and his sheep. Damn, that looks like such a healthy picture. Looks so wholesome. "30 seconds. Ugh. Here we go. Market opens, coin just prints massive volume. SPY small green at the moment. APDM popping higher, LASE. Index are gapping down, but I just mean on the 1 minute candle popping back up. Nice 5 minute breakout on LASE. Holding this area. Uh-oh. Let's see that break at 80. Looking for the breakout at 80. Cut. Stalled. I wanted to see quick resolution. Boom! We got it. Nice. Doesn't matter that I'm not in it. It's fine. I just like to see actually things working out. Having micro pullback. Let's see how it holds here. New minute. Quick sell off first. Second attempt to go lower. Let's see how well it holds. Buyers coming in. Long at 79. Looking for that move. Uh-oh. Stalling again. Stopped. No, doesn't look good there. That stall was not nice. I thought it was going to flush really hard right away, but it didn't. Coin just bounced literally 3%. Absolutely crazy. Check out Imux again. It's actually crawling higher. The problem with Imux is the fact that the volume is pretty much non-existent for the market open. If this was pre-market volume, I'd be a little bit more interested, but for the market open, this is really bad volume here. So I'm not sure if I can trade that one. VOXR, I thought maybe pre-market this one was going to do a little bit more, but it hasn't really performed at all. DICE, not looking too interesting either. LASC broke higher again, so it actually ended up holding. Wow. Was not expecting that. Let's see if we can get an entry here at 286. Closing, I think we could see watching to see if momentum comes back into this one. Buying here at 89 with the intent for that breakout over 290 and 295 or so. Stalled out again. Let's see that move. Second attempt. Cut. These aren't really my setups, to be honest, at this point. I don't feel like I'm in the driver's seat right now. LASC might see that move to 3, and then we have bigger resistance around 310, 314. And after that, I think we could potentially keep ripping. I like the relative volume on LASC, so that's really good. It does have a catalyst as well. We are on an overall front side. Volume looks good. MACD looks good. It's a little bit of a tricky ticker to buy high because it stalls out really fast. So I gave back profits a few times so far on LASC because of that. Coin failed to break higher back above 69, so it's still in a bit of a backside move ever since around that big pop of 8 a.m. The volume on LASC is really nice. That's one thing I am really enjoying about it right now. The volume's really healthy. Trying to get an entry here near support on the 9 EMA. Very small position size for now. Scalping in this range a little bit. Five-minute actually looks pretty good on LASC. Good little setup here. SPY selling off down 74% on the day. Everything is just slightly red. Nothing too crazy red though. Typically good small cap trading conditions for that. LASE trying for the break. Seeing what kind of pullback we can get, if it's possible, maybe a macro one. I've been getting skunked buying high on all these tickers. Wow, see? That's what I'm talking about. All these tickers have been skunking me lately. And that's, man, that is so frustrating. That's an 8% dip. This market has been so nonsense lately. The last 3 weeks for me personally have been really tough. Basically break even after 3 weeks, which is quite rare that I trend that long sideways. Recovers quickly though. 5-minute doji. Quick recovery, interesting price action, very hectic. 5-minute breakout though. Holding $3 pretty well. Buyers on this one. Looking for that breakout. I hate how this one stalls. I'm so uncomfortable because it'll be breaking out and then it just stalls. Usually you don't see that stall so suddenly. Usually you see that breakout and buyers keep holding. Maybe it'll pull back a little bit, but this one just boom. It has these like really quick flashy actions that make me really uncomfortable when I'm actually trading it. It's unfortunate because the volume's actually quite okay. It is decreasing while the price is increasing, so that's not the best to see that kind of divergence. Although LASE on the MACD is actually pretty healthy. Cash grinder with the memes in the Discord. That baby has a hard time. Yeah, this market's tough. Small entry here off the 9 EMA. Let's see if this area holds. Nope, not holding. I'm out right away. Typically, I actually like those 9 EMA bounces, but you see those sellers that popped up quick? I wasn't about to just chill. Too risky. Which is frustrating because those can be some really nice opportunities. Hmm. So far, LASE has been a little hectic. How'd that baby even get in that toilet? I can honestly see LASE popping back up again and breaking over 3, but just to trap people and flush back down. So to be honest, I'm not really trying to trade this one at the moment. I'm UX grinding up, but it's lacking volume. 100,000 shares being traded per minute after the market opens. That's really poor. Tom's talking about AMV making people making people red on the year. Yo, 17%. Fuck me. Freaking Peggy. I just wrote in the Discord, this market is way past needing a Jesus. It needs an exorcist. Good luck, James. Because, Bonnie, the grass is always greener, and I'm not a big fan of trading currencies because you're dealing with 24/7 markets. I traded crypto for 2 years. It works. I made money, but I didn't like how you never knew when to trade. 24/7 market with crypto, obviously, so it always pops the second you leave the computer. So for me, it was a little bit overwhelming. I did like it, and I still actually occasionally do a trade if it's in the right time, right place, and I'm looking at it and it's perfect, I'll go for it. But I love trading stocks because I know 9:30 the market opens. That's when we're going to see the most volume. Wham kablang. That's it. Look at Polneck dropping in here at freaking 9:45. Jesus, what are you doing, man? Nice, James. You're up right now. Don't let me tell you what to do. I'm nervous Nancy around LASC, so I'd probably be out. Maybe, but this flush scared a lot of people, I would assume. But yeah, you never know. Anything's possible. Volume's fading though, but maybe it's going to get that last hoorah. It did recover there pretty fast, so it made a hammer candle. It's a bullish sign, but I feel like at this point it's a bit random, it feels. Oh, PYPL finally broke 81. Wow, this one's whoo. Might honestly be worth doing a little bit of trend following here on PYPL. They just have so much bad PR after that that 2,500 kind of fake news scandal. Not even really fake news because it came from inside the company. It just wasn't supposed to be released, basically, is what it seems like. So they're having a lot of backlash from that. It's hard to say what's going to happen. Finding a little bit of support, maybe. I wouldn't mind shorting this one. Still on a total backside. Let me see if this one's even available to short. It should be. Short sales are not permitted in this account. Oh yeah, of course, because I'm in my IRA account. That's true. I would have to do options on this one if I want to trade it. So basically on PYPL, let's quickly pull it up. I don't know where we're going to trade it, but PYPL hopping up right now. So we are looking to do some puts on PYPL, if anything at all. We think that this one's going to be, well, these are all out of the money here, or here. But we want to think, we're thinking that it's probably going to, keep selling off. So maybe some sort of move here in this area that we want to buy a put. This one's going to be probably extra volatile here in this area. So let's I don't want to sell, I actually want to buy. 77. Dun, 2. Just put a 2 good till cancel. And let's see if we can just get a really good price on this one if we do get an entry. Let's look at this one. Very small position size. We won't get filled because it's still selling off. I was hoping it was going to bounce off the whole time. I'm watching here on my second screen. I was hoping it's going to keep bouncing up. I don't really want to chase it in these lows. Anything's possible. So with the contract, I was kind of thinking we can get an entry along this 9 EMA here. I'm not sure if we will. Also, side note is, I'm gonna move this down for now. Imux is actually crawling back up again. So some potential here. It's not amazing. Yeah, just recently, just this week I started. Yeah, I was a little bit late on PYPL. That little bounce there would have been really nice. It took me too long to make my entry. I don't trade options a lot, but if the market's really bad, sometimes I'll go for making some puts. And I haven't done a lot. And I've used tiny size, but just to practice, and it's actually been working out, and slightly green on it. I could be slightly red as well. It's like very small profits just because I don't use size. Dang, I would have loved to catch that swing on PayPal. We'd be up. I was hoping to get an entry around here. I was too late, but you know, on that move, that was an 8% pop because it kept selling off. That would have been really nice. Again, I was a little bit slow there. I don't trade options much, but I like to practice trading options when the small caps are slow. It gives me a little bit of good practice. LASE moving here, and same with where is it? AIMUX. It's not on our scanners for some reason. Yep, LASE back over 3, not bad. Big sell volume on IMUX. Almost 10 o'clock. Maybe we're going to get... I'm kind of hoping for a little bit late morning action. That's half the reason I'm still here. One thing I'm also watching is for coin to capitulate. I would love to see some sort of strong capitulation, and I would be happy to jump in on this one. Otherwise, I don't think I'm just going to blindly buy here, although there's huge support in this area. I would not be surprised if we bounced. So in terms of large cap trading, I feel like that might even be the way to go today. LASE breakout. Big resistance here around 3.2 and 3.10. Let's keep watching this one. I did not get filled, James. I'm still waiting, but I'll probably close that order. I have it on my second screen. LASE 5-minute breakout, having that 1-minute pullback right now. Let's see if we can get an entry on this one. Long at 304, looking for a break of 310. Got to be mindful that this one does have very strong pullbacks. Looking for that move over 310. 10 seconds left in this minute. Tried a few times there to break higher. 309 has a lot of sellers still. Boom, there we go. We got the trade we were waiting for. Patient paid off today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to size. That was my biggest size today because it was an A+ setup. But I only did $6,000, so 2,000 shares, or yeah, 2,000 shares, $6,000. Typically, if I had a buffer and a ticker was trading around this price range, I'd want to be doing at least 4,000 shares. So that's what I would be working up to. James was just wondering about my PayPal entry. I never got my fill. I was too conservative. I was trying to get an entry here. I did just move the price down here, so I wasn't going to get distracted. I'm going to remove this limit order, but man, oh man, that would have been nice. I had my limit order at 95, I think originally, so it's up 20% from there. You got to love options, man. They just fly. That was a put on PYPL. I was looking for a bit more. If we had a bit more of a green bounce here, I think I would have got filled and then, you know, kept on selling off. So, you know, PYPL is only down 2%, not even, like 1.8% in this move right here. And that was a 20% move on the option. So just crazy. I could see why Colby's always so excited about options, but, you know, works both ways, right? And if you trade options on SPY, at least it's really liquid. Wow, LASE back here at 313. How do I know the time left on ThinkorSwim? What do you mean by that? What time? So 9:59, and at least we're getting a little bit more action. That's good to see. Oh, probably on options. Yeah, okay. Ismail is wondering about options time left. Because if you go to the active trader, or no, where is it? Trade all products. I was going for the weeklies, but the one's expiring on October 21st. So that's basically next Friday. So we would have had time. The 14th is this Friday. The 21st is next Friday. So that gives me a little bit more data to work with. But honestly, it doesn't really matter because I'm not trying to hold for more than like 2-3 minutes. So data is not super important for my trading style. It kind of looks like PYPL is bottoming out a little bit. If I was going to do a trade, I think I would actually buy a call right now on PYPL. I am a little bit against fighting the trend and looking for bottom bounces, so I usually don't look for reversals. I am not a big fan of looking for reversals. I'd rather just follow the trend, because when you look for reversals, you're like, there's a little bit upside, but you're always risking that big flush that stops you out again. So it's not for me. I used to do that, but I found it to be driving me insane. Yep, exactly, James. So that was my point. I'm basically scalping. I am scalping, not basically. I'm scalping, so there's no point for me to worry about theta. Although sometimes I do like to have a little bit longer time horizon. I'm not really sure why. I have no idea. I don't have a good reason behind my options trading too much, since I don't really do it much. But yeah, I mean, that would work perfectly. Chandler says done for the day, up $5. Actually, that's pretty amazing because I know you use tiny share size, so that's huge. Look at this coin falling off a freaking cliff. Good thing we did not wait, or good thing we didn't buy this one. Holy macaroons. Wow. So yeah, this is kind of what I was hoping for. I was really hoping we would see some big capitulation. I can't believe that, you know, that news pumped it up and then it just got instantly sold back into. That's how you know we're in a bear market. You know, in a bull market, coin would have freaking popped up those 10%. It would have kept grinding, maybe another 10%, maybe a little morning panic at the open, but then another 10, 20%. Like, I swear, that's how like the 2020 was. And right now, like, everything just gets sold into. So that's why it's been a hard market. Too much macro, too much negativity, not enough follow through on small caps. People are more interested in trading large caps. Like even me, I'm here trying to do options on PayPal. I never do that usually. So it's not a great small cap trading environment, but I know it's going to turn around at one point. So just got to keep practicing. What I've actually been spending a lot of time on is kind of backtesting my strategy and just going on demand and replaying some of the best setups over and over again in my head. I have a pretty funny video coming out. It was supposed to come out this week, but it's been taking me so long to make that I think it's going to come out next week. I've been spending like 2-3 hours on it a day. The filming isn't necessarily the hard part. It's me actually having to do what the content is about, which ends up taking a long time. So stay tuned for that video. It's going to come out next week, probably not this week. Yeah, next week most likely. And yeah, it's a bit of a shit show for sure. James is all about grabbing that. I would say grab a Friday contract this week on PayPal at 80 strike for a break under big bucks to be made. Yeah, I could see that. So basically a put. Wow, look at coin falling off a cliff. Just took out another one of my alerts. PayPal falling off a cliff. Opened up at 84 and now it's at 79. And that's after gapping down. SPY falling off a cliff. Guys, I think I'm going to have to call today again. Another bad trading day for me. So stressful. At least I'm not at max loss. I'm up $180. So basically a scratch day. Unless we trade IMUX right now, but man, look at this one. I guarantee you if I traded this one, it would be like, so it's a grinder. I don't do good trading with grinders. I always try to buy them low, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm going to buy this grinder here, and it stops me out, then pops back up, then I'm like, all right, I'll get back in, pops back lower again. I'm like, oh my lord. Yeah, this breakout here would have actually been okay. We had the volume. The volume was there. Yeah, on if I was selling covered calls, what I learned from the community is basically sell weeklies. So like once we're in a bull market again and I accumulate my full coin position, I'm going to be selling weekly calls. I could technically even sell puts. But either way, I'm going to sell weekly options on coin, and that's basically going to turn my investment into a growth investment into a dividend paying stock. And since I'm in the IRA, it doesn't matter if it does get exercised occasionally. Yeah. I'm over here scoping for a possible move. I don't think I'm going to trade Lase crawling up here. Too risky for me. I didn't think this would be such a poor open, to be honest. I was kind of a bit hopeful, primarily because we had a little bit of pre-market action, but it wasn't that good, so I figured maybe we'll get that good action at the open, or maybe late morning. Just not really the case. I could buy another put on PayPal. I don't think this sell-off is done yet. I wouldn't be buying the bottom just yet, that's for sure. I'd probably be looking for a failed move and then look for a continuation to the downside. I think that's how I would play this. Oof. It's good to be back streaming. Look at all these ridiculous comments. I think coin could be a good put as well. Yeah, higher premiums on green names, James says. Yeah, that's totally true. So that would oftentimes be the best time to sell the calls. When there'd be like a morning rally, you sell a bunch of calls and then whack. You know, the next 5 days, the price is trying to get back to that zone after, you know, there's a sell-off. Those were always amazing. So you get that really high premium right before the reversal. Polnek, what are you doing out here? Get back in the Discord. I feel like you're a fish out of water right now. Cheers, David. I'll take it. Tell my girlfriend that. Let her know what's up. Imux is still trying here. Guys, I would be so careful for a quick PayPal pullback. You oftentimes see this when there's that initial first bounce. You'll see a retest. Maybe you'll see continuation, but oftentimes there is a quick retest. So I would be a little careful. With IMUX, yeah, this grinder kind of set up just blah, 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 blah. Polnik's his girlfriend. I'm unsubscribing. Dang it. All right, I don't have a girlfriend. She comes in and slaps me. Dang, all right, James, freaking cowboy options trader over here. Yeah, see, for me, trading options was always very passive, so I'd only do it like very slow stuff. Just because my main focus was on day trading small caps. So the second I try to do two things at once like that, I drop all the balls. So that's why I don't buy back or sell or all that stuff right away. All right, I'll be back. See if we get some more action. And in the meantime, I'm going to document some trades. You guys want to see something really nice? So let's just copy these bad boys. These are the transactions for today with the reg fees. Look how many, like at first you barely see any reg fees and you're like, oh, reg fees are going to be tiny. Watch how much these reg fees add up. So we're in TD Ameritrade. That's what I want to do. I want to import these suckers. Use wizard. Do the Momo account. All right, I'm actually going to go through all these and just kind of look at them one by one. Give them a good thought. I'll be back afterwards, but take a guess how much those reg fees are going to add up to. Also, you guys are voting on my YouTube community. I have a new poll there. If you guys haven't voted yet, definitely do so. I won't show you guys the results for everyone that hasn't voted, but if you'd like to see anything in shorts, in my shorts, let me know on the poll, in the comment section on that poll as well. Otherwise, vote. But if you do have something come to mind, definitely drop a comment. I really appreciate diving into further comments on those. Otherwise, let's see here. How was the trading day? So let's go to our stats. We'll say finish wizard, and let's go to the running P&L as well. So boom, boom, boom. So I'm up $178, but after $4.56 in reg fees, which is never nice, but it's not too bad, I guess, for the fact of paying no commissions. I am, today only up 182, or where is it? No, I'm actually up 178, but 182. So here it's going to say I'm up 182.97 cents. I don't know how that confuses me almost every time. Risk reward, pretty good. So 1-to-1, that's a really good risk reward. At least you typically want to be somewhat north of that, but anything around 1-to-1 is good. And it's actually a little bit better than that. 61% total winners. That's not great. Profit margin here, good at 43. I think my average is closer to like 27. So I was able to keep more profits today. Unlike yesterday where I was literally, my total winners was like 27 or something around 25%. It was really bad. I just could not trade yesterday. So that was a little frustrating. I did small size all day. I couldn't really see a setup I would have wanted to size up on, but I think what I did really well is when we had that one good setup on LASE right here, this last trade on it, we had a 5-minute breakout right here. We had a 1-minute pullback. MACD was okay. Volume was okay. We had big resistance above, so that was a little bit sketchy, but that's fine because we haven't reached it yet. And this was the best setup today for sure. So I sized up more in that good setup, and that's what, allowed me to walk away green today. So it was nice, when you have, your biggest percent winner with the biggest dollar amount as well. I mean, these are all tiny amounts. Like I said, I just didn't see anything to really want to size up into. This should be like a $30,000 trade, but I had no buffer at the time. So it was just basically scratch, and then profit, and then pretty much went ahead and called it there. So in terms of running P&L, you kind of see the scratches and then that last trade. It does look like I kind of gave back profits, unfortunately. And it's actually really funny because this is like a perfect head and shoulders in my own P&L. How weird is that? So not a perfect, but it's ultimately it's a head and shoulders here. And luckily I was able to come back. So it looks like I was almost red at this point, but then I came back. Yesterday was just, I couldn't do anything right yesterday, so that was a really, really frustrating day for me personally. So we're seeing some bigger bounces right now on Coin and PayPal, but I don't really see a reason to want to jump on these tickers yet. I'm just gonna I'm gonna watch them again. If I do enter these trades, this one actually didn't have that pullback that I thought it would. If I do enter PayPal or Coin or any other swing trade, I'll let you guys know in the Discord, and then you guys will also see it in my profile. Any update to my swing trade portfolio. 1024 here, and let's see. King's calling out Peggy that he got pegged by it. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. It doesn't sound very good. But I can't wait for just one good ticker that we can just size into. I cannot wait for that. Tomorrow, CPI report at 8:30, guys, Eastern Standard Time. So beware of that. That's going to get probably very messy. Hopefully it's not going to be devastating, but market's already selling off with anticipation. So we'll see what happens. Pretty much anytime every time the Fed talks, it's pretty much guaranteed sell off. So my hopes aren't super high, but who knows? The market likes playing tricks on us. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.